They sent fleets to conquer Earth now. They're vanished without a trace. Admiral Kexara of the Hegemony's Third Fleet stared at the holographic display with growing unease. 3 separate invasion armadas had departed for the small blue world. The inhabitants called Earth over the past solar cycle. The Veltar Empire's Crimson ships had gone first, followed by the crystalline vessels of the Zeph Collective, and finally the biomechanical swarm with a hive consciousness. None had returned. Status report, Kextar commanded, her forearms manipulating the control interface with practiced efficiency. Still no contact from any of the 3 fleets, Admiral, reported Communications Officer Yilden. The last transmission we received was from Hive Mind Primary 17 rotations ago. They confirmed visual contact with the target planet before. He gestured helplessly. Nothing. The bridge fell silent except for the low hum of the ship's quantum processors. Kexara had commanded fleets across 17 different campaigns, crushing primitive civilizations and absorbing their resources into the Hegemony's ever-expanding empire. But this was unprecedented. "Remind me of the intelligence report on this Earth," she said, though she memorized every detail. Lieutenant Korvash activated the data stream. Single system species Admiral. No faster-than-light capability. Primitive chemical rockets and basic orbital infrastructure. Population approximately 8 billion. Technology level classified as early information age with basic nuclear capability. Yet 3 separate fleets over 10,000 vessels. Combined have simply vanished, Kextar mused. Increase long-range sensors to maximum. I want to know what happened to them. The sensor array extended, reaching across the void toward the mysterious third planet orbiting an unremarkable yellow star. After several tense minutes, the data began streaming in. "Admiral," sensor technician Relmo's S voice carried a note of confusion. "I'm reading massive debris fields in the outer system. Confirmed wreckage from all 3 fleets." "Debris? From what kind of battle?" That's the strange part, Admiral. The wreckage patterns don't match any known weapon signatures. Some ships appear to have been torn apart by kinetic impacts. Others show signs of exotic energy discharge. And several high vessels seem to have been dissolved. Kexar, S-head tentacles writhed with agitation. Dissolve? That's impossible. High bioarmor is resistant to every known energy weapon. Admiral, Communications Officer Yilden interrupted. "Urgently, I'm receiving a transmission from Earth. It's in perfect hegemony standard." The bridge crew exchanged nervous glances. How could a primitive species know their language? "Put it through." The holographic display shimmered, revealing a human figure bipedal, as expected, but there was something unsettling about its calm demeanor. The being wore simple clothing and stood in what appeared to be a basic command center. "Greetings, Admiral Kextar of the Hegemony Third Fleet," the human said with a slight smile. "I am Director Sarah Chun of Earth's Planetary Defense Initiative. I believe you're looking for some missing friends." Kextar's forearms tensed. "How do you know my name? How do you speak our language?" "We've had time to study your languages, Admiral. Approximately 6 months ever since we detected the first fleet's approach. As for your missing armadas," Director Chun gestured, and the display behind her showed tactical readouts that made Kextara's blood freeze. The images showed Earth's defensive grid, and it was nothing like their intelligence reports. Massive orbital platforms bristled with weapons that defied classification. Sleek vessels that somehow bent space around them patrolled the system's edge. Most disturbing of all were the gravity well's artificial singularities that had caught entire fleets in inescapable traps. "Your intelligence was somewhat outdated," Chun continued pleasantly. "You see, Earth has been monitoring galactic communications for over a century. We've been aware of your various empires for quite some time. We simply chose to appear primitive while we prepared." "Impossible," Kextar whispered. "Our scouts." "Confirm? Your scouts saw exactly what we wanted them to see. Holographic projections, Admiral. We've become quite good at misdirection. The human's calm tone made Kextara's skin crawl. You're claiming your species defeated 3 separate invasion fleets? Oh, we didn't just defeat them, Chun replied, her smile widening. We studied them. The Veltar Empire's plasma weaponry has been particularly enlightening. We've incorporated it into our own defense systems. The Zeph Collective's crystalline Matrix technology has revolutionized our computing capabilities and the hive consciousness. Well, let's just say their biological adaptations have contributed significantly to our medical research. The implications hit Kexar like a plasma bolt. You're saying you captured and experimented on our people? We prefer the term technological integration, Chun said mildly. Don't worry, most of them are still alive. The survivors have been quite cooperative once they understood the futility of resistance. They're helping us prepare for your arrival. Kextaras. Tactical mind raced through possibilities. You're bluffing. No single planet could possess such technology. Admiral, Chun's voice carried a note of amusement. You're making the same mistake your predecessors made. You assume that, because we're confined to one system, we're primitive. But consider this: every resource, every brilliant mind, every innovation of our species has been focused on one goal: making our world unconquerable. The display shifted again, showing massive industrial complexes hidden beneath Earth's oceans, moon-sized factories orbiting in the asteroid belt, and worst of all, captured alien technology being reverse-engineered and improved upon. Had wars, Admiral. Terrible, devastating wars that taught us valuable lessons about efficiency, tactics, and the art of making things very, very dead. We've also had peace, which taught us about cooperation, resource management, and the power of unified purpose. When you threaten our home, you face not just our military, but our entire civilization. Kextara realized with growing horror that they hadn't just found a primitive species. They had discovered predators who had been lying in wait. So here's my proposition, Chun continued. Turn your fleet around and return to hegemony space. Share the story of what happened here. Let it be known that Earth is not available for conquest. And if we refuse, Chun's smile faded, then you'll join your friends in our research facilities. We're always eager to learn new technologies. Admiral Kextara stared at the human for a long moment, then slowly gave the order to retreat. As her fleet turned away from Earth, she couldn't shake the feeling that humanity had just announced itself to the galaxy in the most terrifying way possible. The hunters had become the hunted, and Earth was no longer the prey, it was the trap.